Just a very quick foremention before this video happens. This is probably a lot louder. I've got my mic away from the computer because it's exporting things, so it's a bit loud. But a foremention before I do this video is, of course, thank you for 1,000 videos to myself. I suppose more than you, but for sticking around for 1,000 videos. And also, something that I didn't cover in the video is the reason why I always do 20-minute episodes. And the reason why is it's the longest where you can still get enough done, especially when you're a bit rambly like me, without it being too long. And the other thing is the fact that 20 minutes and above, YouTube, if you go away from the video and come back to it, will put you back where you were, whereas if it was a shorter video, you'd have to start from the beginning again, which is always why I prefer 20-minute videos. I wish YouTube would reduce that amount down to like 5 minutes, so if it's above 5 minutes, then you can, it'll say where it comes from. I need to sort out some of the channels I like. My God, I just noticed. I finished the video looking at my YouTube thing, and I got like channels I like, and it's like these are all channels I haven't watched in about a year, like the Bayesian Canadian. So yeah, I'll see you all in the actual video. Thank you for listening and for clicking on this video, and yeah, bye bye. Hello everybody and welcome back to the MiNameIsJake channel. Today we are playing, well, nothing really. This is the 1000th video on the channel. So I decided what I would do is a sort of how I record videos video. So I'm going to quickly go over what I did right at the beginning, and then I'll go into what I use now, which is a bit more professional. A bit. What I used originally was QuickTime, and I would click record, draw a box around the game, and the game audio would come out of the speaker so I could listen to it, also being picked up by the built-in internal microphone of my iMac, and also then my speaking would also be picked up by the internal microphone as well. And then I just drop it into iMovie and blah 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 blah. We'll get into that towards the end of the video, because basically from inputting it to iMovie, it's pretty much the same process. So what I do now is I sort of have a range of programs I have in the background. As you can see up at the top here, I have CPU LED. I have a quad-core iMac, which means it has 8 threads, hence the fact there's 8 sort of dashes. So that's CPU LED, I think it's called. Shut up, iPhone. Then we also have the temperature gauge. This stop button is just for the QuickTime, because I'm using QuickTime to record this instead of OBS, so I can show you OBS. This is sound flower bed, which I'll get into later, and this is just like a memory monitor. You can also free memory through there. Other software I sort of use in the background is I use recently it's LibreOffice, but I was using Excel before then. So this is my sort of timeline thing. So I mean, I have my Twitch. So that's either when I go live on Twitch, or if I upload a like a Twitch what's it called, Twitch like recording of a live stream. I always put them in that box. Jake AFK is my other channel I don't use. MiNameIsJake Special, which is this channel, just sort of if I do a random video as well as any of the other videos, they go there. And then I have Midday and Midnight. That was back from when I used to do 2 videos a day. So if I ever do have enough time to do enough videos for 2 a day again, the box is still there. So yeah, hopefully this is going up on Wednesday the 27th of May. As you can sort of see, that's when it should be going out. Oh crap. So the way the colours sort of go is, so you can see it on the side here. So you have an idea, so that's when it's just sort of written in the box. You have recorded, first conversions, like my recording software makes you have to convert it. Then we have imported, which means imported to iMovie. Exported means exported out of iMovie. Second conversion is converting it from the iMovie format to the YouTube format, so it's like a quarter of the file size. Uploaded means that, it's actually on YouTube. And then blue is sorted and scheduled. You can't sort of see the text in it, but that's sort of like all the YouTube information has been put in. It's been scheduled to come out, or it's already out. Sometimes I have to click public sort of immediately, and I'll put like comments on. So for example, Saturday's was a grid video which I wanted to call like a glove. The next one was running and drifting. I'll also put it in, say, so if someone enters the room, I'll put it in there, maybe sometimes a time that it was on. So that's basically that. So the way I sort of no, let's cancel that. Let's just make it very small. I have a second monitor which like this Excel, whatever LibreOffice calls it, that goes on the second screen. as well as my recording software. But the way I usually do is I get a drink first, kind of something cold. That sounds like I got a beer. No, not a beer. Next thing I'll do is I'll plug in my headphones, which are, what are these? Are these Sound Magic? Is that what they're called? They're very good headphones. They're about £28 on Amazon. These are Sound Magic E10s. They've got quite good reviews, and they are very good. And I always put one headphone in, one because the other headphone has died, but that's not the company's fault. They're not like bad headphones, just I trapped it in a door by the looks of it. It's like bent and out of shape. And I always stick one in so I can hear myself through one ear and sort of listen to the game through the other. So I put that in and I plug it into the back of the iMac. I'm not going to do that in case it screws up the recording for whatever reason. The microphone I use is a blue Snowball. I wouldn't get it, I would get the Yeti instead. So I have that, I make sure that's plugged in, the red light is on. And I move it into the middle because I usually keep it out of the way because it goes in slightly in front of my screen. The next thing that I do is I make sure that SoundCloud, I make sure all the programs that I've just shown you are sort of running. I try and close every other program that I don't need. I do have Chrome running currently, but I try and close that down as much as I can, or at least just get rid of all the tabs that I don't need, because as you know, Chrome is a resource hog. And then I make sure that all the memory that I don't need has been freed, so I set it to 3 in memory, because Girls and Matt's a bit strange, and I'm using third-party RAM, which might also call it. So as you can see, it's just about removed about half a gigabyte there. Right, so next thing we need to do is we need to set the sound to work. So this is the sound settings inside of Mac OS X. I'm going to try and not spin around Windows because I might zoom in, I'm not quite sure. So as you can see, it says select a device for sound output. Now what that basically means is that this is where is the sound going to be routed. So right now it's being sent to the internal speakers. If I have my headphones plugged in, it'd say headphone or whatever it says. Now Soundflower is here with 2 channel and 64 channel. So I put it on 2 channels. So what this means is this is telling Mac OS X to send the audio to Soundflower, which is a software also known as Soundflower Bed. Soundflower is sort of the driver and the Soundflower Bed is the controller. So if we go onto Soundflower Bed, which is drop down here, 2 channel, and we have 64 channel. So if you set it to 2 channel, then so that means that Mac OS X is going to send all the audio into Soundflower. And then what this is this is Soundflower saying, well, where do you want it sending after Soundflower? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click built-in output. If my headphones were plugged in, it would be headphones, and I'd click that. So basically what that means is that's now going to send it into Soundflower and then through my headphones. And then my recording software can actually use Soundflower to get the audio from. So if we look at my recording software now, not Skype, oh god, go away. So this is OBS 0.6.4 for Mac. You can see, look, mic auxiliary is working. So I have my scenes for basically all the different games, and then if I have multiple versions of the game, like Minecraft 1.3, 1.8.3, which is actually 1.8.4, but I can't change the name. The Lucky Block that we did, Boys Toys, and 1.7 for whatever reason. That desktop audio is coming in from Soundflower, and the mic auxiliary 2 is the Blue Snowball. I also have the Blue Snowball at full because this microphone I wouldn't get because it's so quiet. I also have to turn it up in iMovie, whatever. That's always at 100. I always just turn the desktop audio up and down. 50% is for games that have a lot of audio in the background. I have it around 50. So, for example, Grid. I usually have it a little bit higher, around 60 for The Walking Dead. Because I still want to be able to talk on the top of it, but I want you to be able to hear it quite well. But stuff like Minecraft that doesn't have sounds all the time, it's like 70, 80. So you have start streaming, because this is primarily, OBS stands for Open Broadcast Software, so it's mainly for streaming. But then you have the recording button, which of course I click when I start, and I always give it a few seconds before I say hello, and I always give it a few seconds after I say goodbye to allow me to just cut stuff out properly. I'll show you my settings. Obviously English, streaming services, that's my Twitch thing, which I very rarely do. Output. I have a hard drive especially for YouTube, so I have, the idea is that if this computer ever dies, or if I'm ever like out and about and need to put thumbnails and stuff on, all the thumbnails and everything will still be stored on the hard drive. I can just unplug the hard drive, put it in my MacBook Air, and it should be fine. It will be used slightly differently soon, hopefully. So the video bitrate I have set at 10,000. YouTube recommend 8,000, but what you've got to remember is YouTube sort of prefers vlog type stuff. So for a vlog, 8,000 might be fine. I've set it to 10. I could go up to 12,000. I'm not sure. Audio bitrate is I just sort of set to 160. The preset, it's come on, click. It's sort of, I'm not quite sure what it does. It's just I know that that's a good setting. If you'd have asked me when I was first setting this up, I could have told you all the specifics, but it's been sat like that for so long. Audio. So this is basically all the different types of stuff you can have. So I've got desktop audio device 1 set on Soundflower 2 channel, and then I have auxiliary device 2 set as the blue snowball, and obviously all the ones that are disabled do not appear in the main mixer. And then video. Renderer is OpenGL, and the base resolution is 1080p, and the scale resolution is 1080p, and I record at 30 FPS because my internet is not good enough for 60, really. I mean, I can watch 720p at 60 with a lot of lag in games online. If I watch, before they did 60, I used to be able to watch 720p and play games, or 1080p without, but now they've added 60 and you can't turn 60 off. It's stupid and I don't like it. So yeah, so when we start the game, which I will, go through this whole thing. In fact, let's start Steam. I'm going to record some Walking Dead Season 2 because my voice is going, as you can probably hear in the video, my voice is not fantastic. So I'm going to do some Walking Dead where I don't have to talk all the time like in a video such as this, or is in a Minecraft video. Steam always takes a billion years to load, of course, especially when, well, it's just been years. My fans in my computer are starting to wear up now, and got up to 80 degrees. I'm not sure how long we've been recording for. That's my PSN. My Steam. If you want to add me, you can also buy the source on my PSN, but I don't play PlayStation very rarely now. Steam update news. We'll just close that. I'll usually look for it. So here we go. There's my Steam window. That's a very nice gun. So you can see I was last playing Counter-Strike. Last played today, basically meaning late last night. So we will start the game. Where's The Walking Dead Season 2? We'll start that. I'll try and cut this down as much as possible. You'll see the issues that I have with The Walking Dead Season 2 as well. Now my OBS window will usually be open on my other screen, so I can see how long I've been recording for, and I can make sure the audio levels look fine. Possibly a black screen while this sorts itself out. Is this going to play music? Yes, right, I'll mute. So you can see, The Walking Dead Season 2 always opens like this. It's like a something by 800 resolution. Stupid resolution. So what I have to do, not all games do this, most games will load in 1080p, because I have a 1440p monitor, and then I run all the games in 1080p windowed mode, and then, like, if I'm playing on my own, I'll full screen them. Let's click to begin. Obviously the game audio won't be being recorded because A, I'm using QuickTime, and B, I haven't actually turned Soundflower on. So once the game loads, we'll go help and options, and we'll change the resolution to that one. We'll click apply. There we are. That's more so you can sort of see the size. I have a 27-inch iMac, so it's a 27-inch screen, 1440p. My other monitor is 24-inch at 1080p, so I can't really do it on that monitor. There's some ways around it, which I'll tell you about soon. So now if we head into OBS, which, because this game is strange, most games allow you to either, like, in a menu screen, will let you click out the window. Not The Walking Dead Season 2. Season 1 did. So I have to do Shift-Tab, and then it frees the mouse. So then we'll bring up OBS. So you can see OBS currently has a black screen. That's because it's on the Minecraft scene. If we move it to the Walking Dead scene, there we are. Obviously, the OBS window is in front of it and it records it. Something that's different with this compared to other recording programs is it'll crop what it records down to the screen size, but it will not. But like, if you put something in front of it, it'll show it. So you can see we've got sort of OBSception here. So you can see it's like the full game fits inside this box. Now, if I go and I edit the source option, the way I set up the sources is I have tomato and then brown source. So I have it cropped to window and manual on display 0, which is the main screen. Display 1 will be the monitor that's currently on the left. It always used to be on the right, but recently I've changed it around. So I set the window to whatever the game is. So Telltale's Walking Dead Season 2. And then the crop, if I set that to 0, can I move the Walking Dead out of the way? Oh god, what a disaster have I befallen myself. I might have made a massive disaster. No, I've kind of fixed it. Okay, so as you can see now, I've taken away the crop. You can see the silver bar that's usually on the Walking Dead. That's not going to work. That's not going to work either. Like this. It's very hard. I'm trying to juggle two recording softwares. Like that. Right. So you can see, if you look right at the top of the OBS preview window, you can see that we have the silver bar showing across the top. Now what it is when a game on Mac is if you set it to 1080p, the game is 1080p and then the bar is placed on top. So it's actually 1920 by 1102, because that top bar is 22 pixels wide. Now I'm on a non-retina display. If you're on a MacBook Pro, or for whatever reason the MacBook 2015 or possibly the 4K iMac, you might have to double the crop top to 44, but for me it's 22, and that gets rid of the top silver bar. If not, just play with it until the silver bar disappears. 22 is a good starting point. As I say, most retina displays are double the resolution they were before, so it might be 44. So yeah, so that's how you crop that, and basically even though it says show cursor, that doesn't work for whatever reason in this version of OBS. There are newer versions of OBS, I think that they're on to like 0.8 or 0.9, but they're a bit complicated and they're a bit more buggy when I used it, so I went back to 0.6.4, and that one's a good one to start with if you have any issues with any of the other ones. Because this is also available, this OBS software, the multi-platform version is available on the three major ones: Mac, Windows and Linux. So if you do want a quick free recording software, I recommend OBS. It's quite good, and I've showed you your settings. Copy them for 1080p and you'll be fine. Obviously you can change it to 60 FPS. Not sure if you have to change the bitrate with that, but never mind. So basically all I'd do at this point is I'd move that over there and I'd click start recording. So I'm going to record a video of The Walking Dead, and then I will show you the stages. Once I have an episode recorded, I'll show you what I do afterwards, but I'll see you all in a second. Alrighty, so I've just finished recording actually 2 episodes of The Walking Dead. I ended up recording both. As you can see, I have a... Come on. No, it's because I'm not actually clicked on the program, that's why. Shot my dick off. That's the comments that I sometimes put on, like names and breaks and stuff. No breaks this time. We have the Walking Dead there. So now it's being recorded. The next thing you have to do is you have to start up Handbrake, because OBS sadly will only make FLV files, which I'm moving my video editor. No valid source found. Why is that? Am I still recording? I'm still recording. Stop recording. I have to cut off a load off the end. Right, fantastic as always. So we'll start this one. No valid sources found. Why? Why are you being a butt? This sometimes happens. What I've done in the past is done something on the hard drive and it sort of refreshes it. So this is strange, and it's kind of putting a spanner in the works, of course, because this is meant to be sort of the video how I do things, but oh well. Troubleshooting is something that is often required. If I was to drag this into VLC player, Can VLC player understand it? UNDF. Why is it UNDF? Let's try ejecting the drive. Because LibreOffice is using it. Oh, shit. Right, Control S, save. The annoying thing is the fact that it was The Walking Dead, which you can't really go over. If it was a Minecraft video, it wouldn't particularly matter. Or a grid video wouldn't particularly matter. So that sucks. Let's try. Let's do a get info on it. Is it full? Available 71 gigs. It is getting a bit full. Right, we'll eject it. Finder, can I have a new window, please? Yeah, okay, let's. Okay, I've unplugged the hard drive. I'll plug it back in again. Wait for it to load up. Let's see if now it'll work. Recordings. Let's put this into. See? There we are. Sometimes the hard drive just needs turning off and on again, he says, although it still isn't going much further. Right, that's that going. That's actually the wrong one. Dang it. Cancel scan. It annoys me when it scans it because it's like, we're doing a preview for it. It's like, I don't need the preview, just do what I. Right, recordings, open. This will load all of them into Handbrake. What was good about using QuickTime was the fact that you could just put of course QuickTime is an Apple product, so it should work with iMovie. You could drag the video straight in. There wasn't. When I put them on YouTube, I used a different video converter. It was literally called Video Converter, so they were not imaginative of the name, and the program wasn't that imaginative. The main issue being the fact that with that is I couldn't add videos on afterwards. Like, I'd have to get all the videos queued and then do them. And with Handbrake, as soon as the first video is converted, I can drag it into iMovie and have it importing while the other one is going, and then as soon as I've edited it, I can put it back into iMovie. This is going to be so sad if I knew that would happen. This one, for some reason, doesn't want to work. So what I'm going to have to do is attempt to use. I have a couple of of like video fixers. We'll see if we can get it to fix. Although sadly, I think some of those fixes won't work because they're meant for MP4 files. With this being an FLV, it might not work, but we'll have to see how that goes. So I'll be back in a second. If not, I might just have to say, sorry, lost footage of that Walking Dead episode. In fact, I've just accidentally nudged something and it ejected both of my external discs. So that might have been what happened. I knocked the disc halfway through, which would suck. But anyway, yeah, so that'll be it. I'll come back in a sec when I've hopefully fixed this video. If not, sadly, we're going to have to scrap it. Alrighty, so sadly, I cannot fix that episode. Very sad. I've tried all sorts of different things. If you do know how to fix an FLV file when it's corrupted and says it's a UNDF file, if you try and run it through VLC or anything, please let me know. It'd help out a lot. So what I've done is I have put the file that has worked through Handbrake. I just use the normal setting. It's fine enough for me. RF at 20. Here's the thing. I usually never use Web Optimize, but I've seen it some ticked. I might try that a few times. I'm not quite sure, but usually it's just the normal preset. I do have these YouTube presets, but they actually take so long, and the videos actually look worse than the normal preset, so I'll just leave it at normal. So yeah, I just added it to the queue, started it, wait for it to finish, and then I imported it into iMovie. I have these two swapped around. I'm not sure if it's in this version or in the previous version. It had them so like the timeline was up here and all your stuff had been down here. Bit of a strange way of doing it. I swapped them over. I think in the latest version of iMovie it starts this way as default. So down here I just have a YouTube project and a YouTube event. So everything gets straight into the event. Orange line means that it's imported. As you can see, it's this video down here, which was the Minecraft video on Monday. So first thing you do is you delete the video you've already done, and because I have hide rejected on, you're not really deleting it, you're just hiding the rejected. When you press backspace or delete, it is rejected, and what I have is I have hide rejected on, so it disappears. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select this, we're going to drag it over the old video and go replace. We'll drag the zoom bar out a little bit, and we will move this in to the point where it looks like I start talking. You're not going to be able to hear this, of course. I've got my headphone in. That's about loud enough to me. That'll do. And we usually cut off the end to level. But we're not going to do that because this is actually the end of the Walking Dead episode. So it's got this bit on, and what I do is as soon as I finish talking, I like to mute the music on it. I let the credits roll through, but I mute myself, so that's where I shut up talking. So I'll mute all the audio. And we'll cut off the end whenever the C copyright, whatever the diddly is. So we can just do it there by the looks of it. Okay. Another thing that so I have like a fade in and a fade out. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna add a title. I don't do this on other videos, of course, but that's probably not gonna work. No, I don't want that. Oh, don't crash on me, iMovie. LibreOffice, the office that I use instead of Excel, keeps crashing on me whenever I try to change the thing. Okay, so we'll type in here. We'll get rid of that. Oh, cock, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to get rid of what was in the text box. Right, we'll get rid of this. Get rid of this. Corrupted episode. Corrupted? Let me Google that. Corrupted. It's C-O-R-U-P-T-E-D. Yep. Corrupted episode. Oh shit. And gore warning. Okay, we'll do that. Then what we'll do is we'll go back into our recording folder and corrupted episode apology. Whatever the hell I was trying to say when I save this file, we'll crop the end. Let's see there. It'll do. We'll put that there, and we'll drag this title thing for as long as the audio. Oh, what? Why is it still your text here? Oh, the titles in this editor sometimes go a bit screwy. Episode corrupted and gore warning. X2. Yes, there's 2 gores in this, just to let people know. So once that is done, does the audio need turning up? No, it'll do. So we go File, we go Share, we go File. 1080p quality high. This video is back YT. No, it isn't. Tags iMovie. Yeah, not interested really. We'll click next. So then we go into my to upload folder. Then we find Minecraft has its separate folder with then all the Minecraft stuff in it. The Walking Dead just has its own videos. So we click that and we go. So this is The Walking Dead Season 2 Episode 3 Part 2, long way down. This is Part 3 and 4. Shot my dick off. And then corrupted. Corrupted? Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to spell that now. Episode. Right. And that's gonna start exporting. Anytime you import or export anything, there's a little circle that, whoops. It's a little circle that appears up here. So that's now exporting. Once it's done, we will drag it back into Handbrake and handbrake it again, and then of course we'll upload it to YouTube. He says, come on computer. It's having a bit hard time because it's exporting and running the thing. Right, here's YouTube. And we uploaded, of course, for the uploader. And once it's done, I'll show you simply what I do, because I'm kind of really pressed on time and I do want to get this up as the 1000th video. So if I show you the video manager, so this is where all the videos are. So this is all the information I have. And what I usually do is, say yesterday when I was setting up Let's Build Minecraft, or Let's Play Minecraft Season 3 Episode 45, what I had was 3 instances of videos loaded, and then I'd have the episode order. So this first one would be episode 34, which is here, which was already uploaded, just to remind you. And I'd hit info settings, and then we'd head to episode 45. So this was the new one, which had no information in, and we'd click info and settings. And so the way it'd work is we would simply, there's a lot of copying and pasting. So the first thing I do is I would copy the title across, paste it into here, change the number and what the episode is actually called. Then I would paste in the description. And what I would change on here is, depending on the episode, in this episode I show you the building I've started in the sorting room. Depending on what series that is, that sometimes isn't there. Sometimes it's just this bit where it's, welcome to my latest Minecraft Vanilla, blah 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 blah. Shut up phone. The next bit is then this previous episode, next episode thing. So what I usually do is I do it in episode order again. So I right click on episode 44, copy link address, and I would put it in here as the previous episode. Then I would do the next one and put it as the next and previous episode, depending on how many videos I am sorting at the same time. And I'd do that along. Anything else I have to alter in here? No. The tags, these are all my default tags until YT:quality equals high. These are all the ones I put in every single time. So I just have to type them in. So Let's Play Minecraft 1.8, 1.8, blah, 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 blah. Then I come over here and I have to do, what's very strange about this is if you change this to scheduled, you can't alter the playlist. So you have to set the playlists first. So for example, this one I've got Let's Play Minecraft Season 3, All Gaming 2 and All Minecraft. I'm not sure if I've done it or not, but I should put All Gaming 1 inside All Gaming 2. It's back from when you could only have 200 videos inside a playlist. So after you set that up, you then set up the scheduling, which I can't do on this because it's been out for a while. But basically you set the scheduling, you set the date, you can then set the time within a half hour. So mine was at 12, the next one could be half 12 type of thing. The monetization, I'll show you my monetization. I turn off non-skippable video ads, long non-skippable video ads, and turn on after the video ads, and save it. And then I upload the thumbnail, which might take a while for Photoshop to load, but I'll show you how that works. Initializing the type tool. There's a lot going on right now. I've got everything open. It wouldn't be. I've literally got a massive load of Chrome open. It's all a bit of a nightmare because I've got like 12 tabs open, all with different stuff, and how to fix video formats. Okay, so we've got a file open recent, thumbnail, so we've got like Grid, CSGO, Walking Dead Season 2. Let's build the Walking Dead Season 2 one while we're here. So, episode, part 3 and 4, 374, no, oh god, 3 and 4, I don't like that and, I'll put a stroke in instead. Part 3/4, and then, so that's saved. That's basically a lot of what my wallpapers are, a lot of what my thumbnails are wallpapers with then just text-based over it. Like if you look at this, you have episode 3 part 2 layer, which is the text. You then have the omflop, which I presume is this The Walking Dead Season 2 image. And then we have layer 1, which is then the picture of Clementine. And then we have just the general background that Photoshop gives you. So then we save as. And one of the most annoying things about Photoshop is every time you save it, it does not save what format you want it in. So say if I was to put this in as, so the way I number these is episode 3.34, because it's part 3 and 4, 3/4. You know, as you can see, all the other ones like season 1, episode part 1, episode 1 part 1, episode 1 part 2, episode 1 part 3, episode 1 part 4, episode 2 part 1, and that's the way it goes. Now, I'll save it all inside the videos folder, YouTube thumbnails, Walking Dead Season 2, so every single series has an episode, has a folder. And what's really annoying, you see this format down here, you have to change to JPEG for YouTube to understand it. Now, if I click save, and then click OK. Don't crash Photoshop, please, please, don't crash, don't crash. Alright. Because the file name is not valid. No, I know why. It's because I put a slash in. Save as 3.34. Now you see the issue? It reverted what I wanted to save the format as a .psd, which is a massive issue because all the videos all the photos I'm going to put out of it are like 95% of the time going to be JPEG. The only time it's ever different is because when I finish making all the episode images, I will then save the PSD so it comes up to the right episode. So if I save that, okay. Now say I change this to part 5, as I would do if I was making a bunch of these, and I went to File and Save As, and I want to change this to 3.5. Now as you can see down here, it's changed it back to format Photoshop, which YouTube does not understand. I have to set it back to JPEG every time, which is a massive ball ache, but never mind. So then what we do is we just click the upload thumbnail here. It's not here, of course, I've got one there. Upload that, click save. Maybe I should have clicked save because I might have accidentally changed something I didn't want to. Leave this page. As you can see, 998, I've got, of course, The Walking Dead episode 999, and then this video will be 1,000. So that's about it. Then it'll end up here, and there'd be like a little scheduling wheel here. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, click the like button, it has meant a lot. I will do more of these videos if you're interested. If you need the links to any of the stuff, I'm probably going to forget to put them in the description, I'll be honest with you. But just Google it. A lot of the stuff I've got here will be easy to find. So E10 SoundMagic E10 headphones. The microphone is a blue Snowball, but you're better off getting the blue Yeti. The recording software is OBS. The conversion software, OBS multi-platform. There's 2 different versions. The conversion program is Handbrake. Editing software is iMovie, and my thumbnail making utility is Photoshop CS6. So that's sort of all the stuff. Can't really think of anything else. Oh, the sound thing is called Soundflower or Soundflower Bed. So that's all the software that I use. If you're a Mac user and want to start doing some of this, hopefully you can watch this and sort of understand. It wasn't meant to be a tutorial. It was meant to simply be just to show you how I do it. If you want to do it the similar way, then that's up to you. But I thank you all for watching, and thank you all for watching. Obviously not 1,000 videos, but the fact that I am on 1,000 videos means a lot. I mean, when was this channel created? want to get out of that. Maker Studios is shit. Want to get out of that and possibly join the Minecraft network. That was renounced recently. So yeah, this account was, of course, launched in 17th of March 2007. I don't think I did anything for the channel's birthday. I mean, my YouTube channel is older than my car. How old is it? It'd be 8 years old. It's 8 years old. Email for business inquiries. I didn't know I could do that. This needs to change soon. I want to build like a small website to put all my details on and just link to people to it through here, just like a cheap, nasty Google site. Anyway, yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. If you leave a like, it'll help a lot. Remember to subscribe for more actual gaming videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheerio.